Welcome, welcome, welcome. WTP Sports Talk. Me, I go by Postname. You can find me on YouTube at Postname86 for the Postname Podcast. I got a very special guest with me tonight, a homie, a big step, Rob of WTP Sports Talk. What's happening, homie?
Oh man, everything is happening. We here tonight, ready for another live show for the people. I'm glad that you hosting tonight. I'm ready to get into some of these questions that's out there so I can give the people a piece of my mind.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And here with us today, if you're out there, first off, if you're in the building, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, shoot through the channel scrolling below. We would greatly appreciate it. We're going to do something a little new today. We're going to start a segment called Check It or Respect It. So the panelists will tell me after I ask them the question if they respect it or checked it. And they will explain why they respect it or they check it. Simple as that. You ready to roll, Rob?
I'm ready to roll.
All right, man. Let's get started. Respect it or check it. Bam Adebayo's 83-point game performance had social media on fire, Rob. 83 points. We'll talk about some of the controversy, but again, respect it or check it. Bam Adebayo's 83 points.
Man, I'm respecting that. Shit, 83 points in a basketball game, bro. Shit, I'm respecting that all day. I don't care if he was playing against a bunch of midgets and he's 6'10. Sure. I'm respecting that because 83 points being scored, and you look at the likes of a Kobe Bryant, who we know was a monster when it came to scoring that basketball. He had 81, and this guy got 2 points more than him. I'm respecting that all day, man. That's only 17 points away from the alleged 100 points scored by Wilt the Stilt Chamberlain. I'm respecting that all day, bro. All day, every day. I'm respecting Bam Adebayo's 83 points scored in a game.
All right, I feel that. Hey, why I answer this? You mind shooting FanDuel or One Take Zay the link? I forgot to shoot out the link, my man.
Yep, I got him.
Right on. I respect Bam Adebayo and his 83 points. I don't know if I can respect how he got it, Rob. And the reason why I say that, the man shot 22 three balls. This is your forward/center for the Miami Heat. He also went 36 of 43 from free throws. And if you look at the last maybe 3 minutes of the game, they were up big. The Miami Heat were up big in that game, and they didn't sit Bam. Okay, you close enough to the record, you might as well get it. But the way it was done with the referee, foul after foul. And I'm gonna say this too: the Washington Wizards should be ashamed of themselves. They're just a terrible organization and franchise right now. There's no way in the world you let a player get close to 83. It's just a joke, but I respect Bam. I think he needs to be saluted because if you got a chance to break a historic or come in second in a historic scoring performance like that, then I would take it too. But the way he got it was a little shaky to me. It was a little suspect, man, with how the game was being ref and how he stayed in the game in a blowout in the last couple of minutes to get it. Outside of that, I gotta check that, man. I don't know if I respect it. I mean, salute to him for doing what he needed to do, and I have no hate towards Bam, but man, the way it occurred, I can't respect that. Any thoughts, man?
I mean, I feel you. I mean, everything you said is very, very valid. If you're going to take the position of check it, I feel you. But man, 83 points, man. Listen, I've been on a heater before in some basketball games and got in the 40s, bro. But to think somebody doubled up my 40 and I was on a heater, bro. Man, listen, 83 points, man. That ain't no joke. Now, of course, you're talking about 43 free throws. So so that means he only scored 40 points outside of the free throw line. So I get it. I feel you on checking it. But man, I gotta respect that 83. That's a lot of points.
Yeah, 83 is 83. Hey, let's welcome up one of the homies, One Take Zaya. Make sure y'all go subscribe to One Take Zaya too. How you feeling this evening, homie?
Man, I've been feeling a lot better today, man. I've been out of work almost all week. Man, hey, Rob, I listened to you, bro. I didn't get my flu shot, and it almost took me out the game. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm going back next year, bro. But what's up with y'all, man? How y'all feeling, man? It's good to see y'all.
Hey, same here,
Good to
my
hear
man.
your voice too, bro. Cause man, you been down for the count, bro, all week. I only seen you one day this week.
Yeah, I'm feeling better though. I'm coming back tomorrow, man.
All right, cool.
That's what's up. Glad you're feeling better, man. But we doing this little segment. It's called Respect It or Check It. So I'm gonna go to you. Me and Rob already cooked on this, so I'm anxious to get your opinion on this here. So respect it or check it. Bam Adebayo's 83-point game.
Man, we gotta check that 83 all the way. Listen, man, this dude shot more free throws in a game than Shaq ever did. How is that even possible? You know what I mean? Like, we talk about Shaq. And then it's a direct correlation between there's like 5 dudes that scored 70 in the last 3 or 4 years. None of them are AI, T-Mac, or Melo. When you looked at the record books, it was Wilt, Kobe, Wilt, and maybe David Thompson or somebody, and then more Wilts. So it's like, I mean, can we really take these points serious that these dudes are scoring out here nowadays? I just think that the rule change. If you throw like somebody like Jordan in this era, I feel like he'd have 120. If you gave Jordan or Kobe 40 free throw attempts, bro, there's no way they wasn't hitting 100.
That's a fact. And I was going to mention that before you mentioned that, but I don't want to hear from any opposing fan bases about what a Mike, a Kobe would do in this here generation of basketball. I respect Bam for putting up 83. I don't respect how he got it. But if you telling me Bam can get 83 in today's era, I think guys like Kobe and MJ would break Wilt's all-time record easily. Anything else y'all got on that? No, nothing else? All right, let's move on. Fellas, Caitlin Clark returned from about an 8-month hiatus. USA basketball, 17 points, 12 assists, 19 minutes, 4 of 8 from three-pointer. She also had 2 turnovers, but impressive for her first game in 8 months. Looks like she's finally healthy and ready to do what Caitlin Clark does. So I'm gonna go first to One Take Zay on this question, and then I'm gonna go back to Rob. One take, respect it or check it. Caitlin Clark's return to the court proves she's the best female player in the world.
Hey, listen, we respect it all the way. Okay, we know we got the Asians of the world. It's a whole bunch of women we can honestly name that, people will consider one of, if not the best women in the world. But one thing that we all know about Caitlin Clark is that she's box office. When she's playing, TV's cut on. So We gonna respect this all the way. We've been missing her from the game, and we glad that she back.
Yeah, I'm respecting it as well, man. I mean, like a man one take says, she is box office, bro. I'm telling you right now, I love watching a women's basketball game, but if I know Caitlin Clark is on the court, I'm definitely making sure that I tune in, catch some highlights, something, because she is a phenomenal basketball player. She not only can shoot the rock and can score, she can pass. She got crazy court vision. She's feisty. She gonna hustle. She gonna scrap. She's everything you want to see on that basketball court, whether it's male or female. And I'm telling you right now, Caitlin Clark brings viewers to the television set to check her out. Also, she put some bodies in them stands too. I'm respecting it because I think Caitlin Clark is definitely one of the best female basketball players playing now. And soon, after she plays a couple of more years, we'll be saying all times.
All right, I hear y'all. But Rob, let me ask you this. Right now, is she the best player in the world? Right now. Are you respecting her check?
No, I can't give her. I can't give her right now the best. Right now, all times? No, not no.
No, just currently playing. Is she the
currently
best?
playing right now?
Yeah.
No, not yet. No, nope. I can't give it to her now. She's good, but no, I can't give her all. I can't give her best in the world right now. No, I can't give her that.
I feel that. And y'all both made incredible points as always. I'm checking this. I don't respect this right now. For now, I gotta check this because I still, into further notice, got Asia Wilson as the best female basketball player in the world currently. I think Caitlin Clark could get there. Could get there. You know, her team is really good. You got to think her team made it to what, the Eastern Conference Finals without her. So you add Caitlin Clark to that mix, and you know the ceiling is crazy. There's nothing they can't accomplish as long as that young lady stays healthy. But for right now, as of right now, I gotta check it, and I gotta say that my girl Asia Wilson is the greatest in the world right now. Any more thoughts on this, fellas?
I just want to say that Bam and Asia's son will score 100 points in the future. I'm calling it now.
These are facts. Nothing but facts. All right, so the next question, fellas. The Colts, they brought back Daniel Jones, and I got an opinion on this, but they bring him back on a 2-year, $88 million deal. And that can reach up to upwards of $100 million. Respect it or check it, Rob. The Colts bring back Daniel Jones, 2 years, 88 M's.
Man, I'm checking that bullshit right there, bro. Come on, man. That 88 million, bro, for 2 years. A dude who we know what he was like at the Giants, didn't do a whole lot there, had some glimpses of maybe some success. Last year, he was balling out for the Colts until he got hurt. Then they had to bring in 44-year-old Phillip Rivers. 44 and 44 is 88. Maybe that's why they're giving this guy 88, because they brought in the 44-year-old dude. There's no way, man, I'm giving a guy that kind of money who has not strung together at least 4 or 5 great seasons, man, where you know this guy has another 4 or 5 great seasons if he stays healthy. in the future, man. I can't do it, man. I'm checking that all day long. Daniel Jones just went to the bank like our man Kirk Cousins did with the Falcons. It seems like this thing is a reoccurring thing, man, for certain quarterbacks. I'm checking that all day.
One take Zay, respect it or check it. Colts bring back Daniel Jones on a 2-year, $88 million contract.
I can't lie to you, post game. I gotta respect this one too, man. Like it's a prove it deal. He was balling before he got hurt. So you coming into this year, you play well, you prove that you worth the money. Y'all can work on the extension. If not, this is supposed to be the QB class coming up next year. You go ahead and find a guy to bring in. He can learn under Daniel Jones. Y'all can start him. You got 1 year left on that contract. I like the move. I respect it.
So Rob checks it. One take, or Rob respects it. One, or y'all both checked it. I'm sorry. So both of y'all checking this. And
No, I respect it. I respect it.
I'm sorry.
He respects
Rob
it, yeah.
checked it. One take respected. I'm gonna check this, and the reason why I'm checking this is because I've been saying all year, Daniel Jones is injury prone. You trade Mike Pittman to the Steelers, you bring back the other wide receiver. You still got the fast slot receiver. You got the big tight end from Penn State. You got some decent weapons. Of course, Jonathan Taylor, one of the best running backs in the NFL. You got good weapons around them. The play isn't my issue. It's the injury concerns. And I just don't have enough to tell me and make me feel comfortable that Daniel Jones is going to be healthy all season. Now, if he's healthy all season, I'll come back and I'll respect this. But I just don't have enough information telling me, like, I have no faith that Daniel Jones will remain healthy for an entire season, because I believe the coach and the GM's job is on the line this season. A lot of people wanted them out of there this season, but they got granted 1 more year, and I believe their job is on the line. So that 2-year, $88 million is for you. That's for your job, because I mean, again, I like Daniel Jones. Would I have liked to seen Kyler Murray in Indianapolis under Shane Steichen's system? The man that groomed and had Jalen Hurts playing his best ball of his career? Maybe, but I got to check this, fellas, because I'm not sold on Daniel Jones being able to stay healthy. Any more thoughts?
How do they come up with 44 million a year, up 88 million for 2? Where does that figure come from? What has he done? I get everything FanDuel say. I mean, one take Zay is saying it makes absolute sense. It does. And I understand where he's coming from. I just don't know where they got 2 years, 88 million from, when if you believe that this guy is worth 44 million a year, why didn't you try to get him for more years if you really believe that? Or is you're thinking, we don't really know if this guy gonna be healthy or not, so if we only got him for 2 years, we ain't gotta hold on to him like the Cleveland Browns had to hold on to Deshaun Watson. I just don't understand the figure, man. I mean, two years, 44 million, I can see that. But 2 years, 88 million, that's astronomical for me, man. I don't see how they came to that figure in that amount of years.
And Rob, he gets 50 million guaranteed upon signing, and the deal can reach up to $100 million.
Hey, listen though, y'all cannot argue the fact. Post already said it. He was balling when he was on that field. Now, when you got a quarterback that's in the building and he balling, and he a good quarterback, you can't just let him walk out the door. Now, do you believe in your training staff? They got to figure it out. You got to get your trainers on this, man, because he can't, like Post said, he can't stay healthy. We got to figure out why this guy can't stay healthy and what kind of workout plan and regimen do we put him through to get the most out of this dude.
Yeah, for sure. Because, like you said, if he can stay healthy, he has enough targets, in my opinion. Got enough players around him. They at least need to make the playoffs this season. Shout out to Jet Life, man, in the chat. So let's move on to the next question we got. Fellas, we all know the debacle with the trade for Crosby the Baltimore Ravens had. So they end up nixing the trade because they didn't like what they saw from the physical. So they signed Trey Hendrickson from Cincinnati, who was a free agent. So one take, respect it or check it. The Ravens should have signed Trey Hendrickson and kept their draft picks from the start.
Nah, I'm checking this one. This was an ultra finesse move. The league got finessed, and I'm all for the league getting finessed sometimes because I think the league finesses when they want to finesse. So I think it's a win-win for the Raiders and the Ravens. Hey, and one thing we understand too is really, I don't even think the Ravens made the right decision anyway. Like, you went from Max Crosby to Trey Hendrickson, and Hendrickson is a good player, don't get me wrong. But there's one of one Max Crosby's. You know what I'm saying? That dude would have probably wrecked that whole division if they would have added him to their roster. So I think they still made the wrong decision, but that's not the question. We're gonna check it at this point because I feel like they just finessed the league, both sides, and I think they both still ended up in a win-win situation.
So let me ask you this before I get the other fellas and introduce SEC. The ACL injury doesn't concern you?
Man, with medicine nowadays, bro, ACLs is that's like a normal injury for real to me. They really don't bother me. Like, I just think medicine has took so much far of a leap. Like, I just remember when Adrian Peterson got hurt and he came back and ran for 2K like it wasn't nothing. Like, we 15 years removed from something like that, albeit he wasn't human. But nah, it really don't. I think 10 months rehab ACL, people be right back for real. Not if not even stronger.
Okay. SEC Sean, I'm gonna get to you after Rob because I got a lot to run down with you, my man. Rob, respect it or check it. The Ravens should have signed Trey Hendrickson and kept their draft picks from the start.
Man, I'm gonna check it too, man. I feel like Trey Hendrickson is on the back end of his career. What is he going to give the Baltimore Ravens? One good solid year, and then maybe two. But he's on the back end of his career, man. I would not have. I would. I swear to God, I would have been like, "Hey, man, listen, man, we're gonna come back and bring you back in for a physical in about another month. You better pass it too." I would not have traded off from Max Crosby to go to Trey Hendrickson when you already know that eventually Max Crosby is going to be healthy enough to pass a physical. And like One Take Zay said, this guy is a one of one caliber player. I would have just been like, listen, we're gonna have to revisit this. You're gonna have to take this physical again, but we're not moving away from you. We want this thing to happen. Or I would have just went ahead and signed him, knowing that he's going to get healthy. I wouldn't have worried about doing anything else other than making sure Max Crosby was on my roster when OTAs came. I think it's called OTAs.
Yeah. SEC Sean is in the building. How you doing tonight, my man?
Good, gentlemen. Good, gentlemen. Glad to be here. Sorry, running a little behind. Had some stuff to handle this afternoon, evening. So wanted to jump on as quick as I could, though.
We appreciate it. We appreciate it, man. Y'all go subscribe to SEC Shine. Y'all go subscribe to One Take Zed, and y'all go subscribe to Rob at WTP Sports News. My man, we've been on this segment, respect it or check it. So I'm gonna go to you now, and I'm gonna run you down past ones we just did, catch you up. Respect it or check it. The Ravens should have signed Trey Hendrickson and kept their draft picks from the start.
Man, this is a tough one. One of the guys I was actually talking about that may join the show, may pop in. He may still pop up in the comments. We'll keep an eye for him. His name, Mr. The Star. He's a vendor of mine. Huge Raiders fan. Huge Raiders fan. Like to try to get him maybe linked up at one point and talk some Raiders because he's in depth with them. I'm gonna have to agree and check it. I mean, Trey Hendrickson is on the backside of his career. Rob, I heard you just say that. I heard Zay real quick pop in with he's one of a kind. But Trey Hendrickson ain't been real healthy either. He's been nicked up a lot too. So, I don't know. I play both sides, but I would have to say check it on that because Max Crosby's Max Crosby. I mean, that's a guy you take and you plug him on one of the worst defenses in the NFL. Not saying Baltimore is one, but you plug him in and he's automatically makes them a better defense by a lot. It's one of those players that makes everybody around you better. So I would have taken the time with him coming back from the injury and dealt with it. So that's kind of where I sit on that whole thing with him. But like Zay said, ACL injuries, they're not what they used to be. I mean, heck, Achilles aren't what they look to be. Look at Jason Tatum. No injuries like Tommy John in baseball used to shut it because that was your career was over.
Yep.
Medicine and science has come so far that for somebody like a Max Crosby, I would have never backed out of that deal.
Interesting. I'm gonna get your thoughts on some other things, man.
Go ahead.
Respect or check it. Bam Adebayo's 83-point game.
Gotta respect it. I mean, 83 is 83. Second highest in the history of the NBA. I mean, people are going to knock it and say, well, 40 of them were free throws. Well, so he made them. I mean, if Shaq would have shot 43, 46 free throws, how many would he have made?
Six.
Right? Shaq would have had the same percentage on free throws as he had on three-pointers. So, I'm respecting it hardcore. It seemed like to me, seeing some of the highlights, that you could tell when he got up there in that 60 range, that everybody on the team kind of said, we're going to go after this record. You could just see it. Like it would just turn into the Bam show.
Yep.
So, which, is fine. I mean, I think anytime any of the pro sports get a performance like that, it does nothing but help generate the sport itself because everybody's talking about it. Every national show was talking about it. I listened to Sirius XM in the car. On college radio, they were talking about it. On the NASCAR channel, they were talking about it. So, I mean, I've got to respect that. Plus, like I said, 83 is 83. It's only happened once ever.
Yeah. Next one. Respect it or check it. Caitlin Clark's return to the court proves she's the best female player in the world. Respect it or check it, SEC.
I'm actually going to check this one. And it's kind of a two-way. I think, I think right now she is the best player in the game. But if we're going to talk about, I don't think she's the best ever. But I think she is the best now, and I think she is the face of the WNBA. And I know there's a few other women that are the face with her. But how many people tuned into women's college basketball before a couple years ago, really, when she was going nuts shooting from the logo? She was doing Steph Curry stuff, and people started tuning in. So she's grown women's basketball, but is she the best in the world? Maybe right now, but not ever.
Okay, I respect that. Respect it or check it. Colts bring back Daniel Jones, 2 years, $88 million.
I respect that. I mean, Daniel Jones had a pretty good year there for a little bit. They started off really strong, the Colts, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, anytime they don't really have a quarterback there. And I pardon my lack of exact knowledge on when their draft picks are.
They don't have a first rounder.
Yeah, see, so what are you going to get this year in a quarterback? You're going to have to get one of those lower tiers. So let's bring Daniel back in, see what he can do. Maybe we can stay a little healthier and have a run. We had a good start to the season. We just kind of floundered at the end. So let's see what happens. So I respect that.
All right. Excellent, fellas.
Post game, could they have franchise tag Daniel Jones?
I'm not sure on that. I know they transition tagged him, and they could have offered whatever anybody else was willing to offer. They could have matched or bettered it, but they end up reaching a deal. I'm not sure if they could have franchise tagged him, but on the other hand, I don't see why they couldn't have.
Well, but you got him for 2 years. So let's just say that the Colts flounder a little bit next year and they get a higher draft pick and you get a quarterback. Well, now you've got a veteran that at least you've got some security blanket for the next year of that rookie.
Yeah.
So it makes sense to me to go 2 years.
100%.
Yeah, I don't think they wanted to franchise tag him though, because that would have been more money.
Okay.
Oh, it would have been more than 44 years.
Well, Post said they transition tagged him. So if they transition tagged him, you don't want to go to franchise tag. That's a step up.
Okay. All right, fellas. Take a second. If you haven't liked already, please smash that like button for some hard-working brothers trying to bring you this here good sports talk. Like and share the video, the live. Subscribe to the channels for sure. It don't cost a penny. You're just helping us out, helping us get this good sports content out. Let's move on to the next question. Respect it or check it. Rob, I believe it's on you. Respect it or check it. Kenneth Walker. I forgot to put Walker in there, but Kenneth Walker will be a top 5 back next season with the Chiefs. Before you answer, the top 5 rushers in the NFL this past season was number 1, James Cook. He had 1,621 yards. Number 2 was Derrick Henry with 1,595 yards. Number 3 was Jonathan Taylor of my Indianapolis Colts. He had 1,585 yards. 4, Bijan Robinson of the Falcons, 1,478. And the 5th running back this past season was Devon Achane of the Miami Dolphins with 1,350 yards. Respect it or check it, Rob. Kenneth Walker will be a top 5 back next season with the Chiefs.
Man, that's a good one. That's a good one. Well, oh man. For Patrick Mahomes' sake, I'm a respect it. because he's going to need him to be a top 5 back, especially if the Chiefs are going to be able to get back to form. I don't think they can afford to keep on relying on Patrick Mahomes without a running game. So I think they're gonna make sure that Walker is a top 5 back next year. So I'm gonna respect it, and I really do believe that if they get that offensive line fixed, he could probably be a top 3 running back in this league, because you're going to have to respect what Patrick Mahomes can do with the receivers that he has, with the speed that they have on the outside. That you're going to have to respect the fact that he can do some other things in that passing game that you might have to concede to run a little bit, especially if their offensive line is good. So I'm going to respect that. I'm going to respect it.
Man, that is a dang good point that you just made about that. Their passing offense feeding off their running game and their running game, vice versa. Because you got to account for Pat Mahomes and those receivers. That's for sure. I even think it helps Travis Kelce at this advanced age. But one take, respect it or check it, Kenneth Walker will be a top 5 back next season with the Chiefs.
Yeah, I got it. I gotta check that. I think McCaffrey, Jonathan Taylor, James Cook, A-Chain, and Gibbs all gonna have to do more for their teams respectfully. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't see, and then I might be missing a couple other guys. I think their workloads is just gonna be so heavy that he's not gonna be able to surpass anything. Now, 7 to that 10 range, I think he'd be right there. But I just think the other guys gonna have heavier workloads.
Okay. SEC Sean, respect it or check it. Kenneth Walker will be a top 5 running back next season with the Chiefs.
Checking it right away. Don't see it. Do we know if Mahomes is going to be there at the start of the season? If he's not ready 100%, they're going to load the box against him. If he is, Mahomes needs him. I get it, but Zay named off the running backs. Derrick Henry wasn't even mentioned in that. I think the kid that just came down to Texans is going to have a monster season.
David Montgomery.
So I don't see a top 5. Yeah, I'd see a top 10, but not a top 5. I'm going to check it. I'd respect the top 10. I'm checking a top 5.
Man, y'all just made some great points. If Patrick Mahomes is healthy for the duration of the season, even if he misses a game or two to start the season, I'm respecting this. I think super highly of Kenneth Walker. I think he's one of the more talented, most athletic running backs in the NFL. And we've seen that in their playoff run. Here's the problem with Kenneth Walker with the Seattle Seahawks last season. Everybody know how much talent he has. He can run and he can catch passes. They didn't utilize that. He was basically in a tandem with Charbonnet, where when they got close to the goal line, they fed Charbonnet and took Kenneth Walker off the field. I believe in a situation like we have now with Kansas City, he's going to get the bulk of the touches. Goal line don't matter, wherever they're at. And I think that he's going to have a top 5 season with the Kansas City, with Andy Reid and that Kansas City offense, a healthy Pat Mahomes, with those receivers, that passing game. Kenneth Walker will finish as a top 5 back next season. Any more thoughts on that, fellas? Nope. Let's move on. And I'll start with you, SEC Sean. Respect it or check it. And by the way, Kyler Murray did sign with the Vikings earlier today. So I'll just leave that part out. Will Kyler Murray have a bounce back season with the Vikings, or Kyler Murray will have a bounce back season with the Vikings. Respect it or check it, SEC.
I'm going to respect it. We've seen Kyler Murray when he first got in the league have some pretty crazy years, just running, passing, whatever. I think he's going to tailor fit right in with Minnesota, with Jefferson out there and stuff. I think Kyler Murray is going to have a really good year. I'm going to say he'll probably finish total output probably top 12 in the NFL, rushing and passing. Somewhere along those lines, I think Kyler Murray is a good fit for the Vikings. I think he needed a change. I think Arizona needed a change. I think everybody just needed to wash their hands and start over. And I think that's going to be a really good fit for him. So I'm actually going to respect. I think I said check it at first, but I'm gonna respect that he will have a bounce back season.
Rob, respect it or check it. Kyler Murray will have a bounce back season with the Vikings.
Man, this is another tough one, man, because I'm on the fence on both of those. Because Kyler Murray, I just don't know what his mindset is, man. You had freaking Marvin Harrison Jr. as your wide receiver, and if you're a great quarterback and you got a receiver like that, that's your number one. You're making every attempt possible to get the ball to this guy. Now he's going to have Justin Jefferson, who is definitely one of the best wide receivers in the league. Is he going to go in there with the mindset that I'm going to make sure that this guy gets the rock? I'm not going to make a statement and say, it's not my job to make sure he gets the ball. He got to run the routes. Dude, you got to get the ball to your playmakers. Otherwise, you're not going to look good. So if he comes in there with the right mindset, I'm going to respect it. But I just don't know. So I'm going to have to go and check it until I see something from him. I just don't know if his mindset is going to be right. He has an opportunity for me to respect it. But right now, I'm checking it.
Our man Moss said he respected. He got Jettis and a running back. Salute to our man Mossberg of Level of Sports 10. Go subscribe to Level of Sports 10. One take. Respect it or check it. Kyler Murray will have a bounce back season.
Man, we're going to check this all the way. He becomes from the worst NFC West quarterback to the worst NFC North quarterback. I'm checking it. I'm not a fan of Kyler Murray. I'll be having this conversation with my brother for about a week now. He said he was going to land at Minnesota. There you go, Jet Life. You at Minnesota. We're going to prove to see who's right about this. But I'm telling you, bro, he is the worst. He's one of the – so this is my whole theory on Kyler Murray. He's the guy you want when you're transitioning to try to find a franchise quarterback. He's not at the bottom of the barrel, but he's not really quite a franchise quarterback. So do I think they're going to be competitive? Yes, I do. But when a dude got to watch a film clause in their contract, I will never believe, Rob, that he is going to be focused.
Okay. Listen, fellas, I'm not a Kyler Murray fan, right? He's been disappointing to me, right? But I'm going to respect this. And here's why. Kevin O'Connell is a really good offensive-minded coach. Like, think of the years he had when he had Kirk Cousins in his system. Kirk Cousins looked elite throwing to Justin Jefferson and those guys. Not because of Kyler Murray himself. I like the coaching staff, the offense, the system Kyler Murray will be put in. If Kyler Murray is going to look like that first overall pick again, ever again, it's going to be with the Minnesota Vikings. Throwing to Justin Jefferson, I believe that they're probably going to draft Jadarian Price in the latter end of the first round. I think they're going to draft Jadarian Price. That defense has always been solid, but not because of Kyler Murray himself. I just believe in Kevin O'Connell and that offensive system they got with the Vikings. Any more thoughts on that, fellas?
I think we struck a nerve with Zay down there one take. He went hard on that one.
That's that sibling rivalry, man. Sibling rivalry. Last, respect it or check it. One take. We're going to start with you on this one. Respect it or check it. The Colts trade Michael Pittman to the Steelers and re-sign Alec Pierce. 4 years, 116 M's. One take, respect it or check it.
You know, I gotta respect this one, man. Again, this is falling into the category of what have you done for me lately? Alec Pierce was y'all's best receiver last year, Post. If you don't agree, tell me I'm lying. But hey, y'all found y'all's guy. Y'all got other weapons still. Y'all still got downs, tight end, running back. So y'all good. I feel like that offense, as long as y'all quarterback can stay healthy, that offense should be pretty much solid.
Okay, I'm not mad at that at all. SEC Shine, respect it or check it. The Colts trade Michael Pittman to the Steelers and re-sign Pierce 4 years, 116 M's.
Gonna follow my boy Zay and respect it. I think y'all were. Again, he said he stepped up. He was your best receiver last year. You just re-signed your quarterback for 2 years. You got one of the best running backs in football. I mean, I think they made the right decision here and traded away, kept him, paid him, and built around, Taylor, Pierce. You got Jones. Zay mentioned some other weapons out there. I mean, I respect this 100%. I think it's the right decision.
Rob. Okay, those some good takes, y'all. Rob, respect it or check it. The Colts trade Michael Pittman to the Steelers and re-sign Pierce 4 years, 116 M's. Respect it or check it.
I'm checking it because with Michael Pittman, you're a better team. With Michael Pittman, I understand what Pierce did, and I respect him getting that bread. But, man, I can't let Michael Pittman get out of there, man. I think that's a piece that they're going to still need, a guy who's been there, done that. I definitely wouldn't have sent him to the Steelers. I would have sent him to the other conference before I would have let him stay in conference, even though he's not in the same division with the Steelers. I would not have done it. I think I would have kept Pittman and had that as another one of my weapons. I think he's a really, really solid player that they probably should have kept. Maybe there was a situation where they needed to go ahead and free up some cap space. So that was the best move for them to make since they got some up-and-coming guys. They got a really good tight end. If their quarterback situation can stay healthy, maybe it's going to be a good move. But I'm going to check it for now until I see some more evidence that it was a good move to send Pittman to the Steelers.
Oh, man. As a Colts fan, fellas, I don't know how to feel about this because, yes, I feel like Pierce is our most talented wide receiver. He can get vertical, like only a select few receivers in the NFL really get down the field and stretch the defense. But Pittman was that glue, that heart. We need a big play. We go into you on the sideline. But I'm gonna respect this because I feel like the Colts still have enough weapons with Josh Down, Big Warren from Penn State, Alec Pierce making plays down the field, Jonathan Taylor being that all around back that he is. So I'm gonna respect it on the strength of that. I don't like losing Michael Pittman. I think Rob, they sent them to Pittsburgh because they probably have a quarterback problem. We don't know if Aaron Rodgers is going to be back. And even if Rodgers is back, we all know Rodgers isn't the same Rodgers. But we'll see what happens. I'm gonna respect it because I feel like Pierce is only scratching the surface. I feel like he can be a more complete receiver, not just a downfield threat. Fellas, any more thoughts on any of the signings that took place in the NFL? Y'all got anything?
Man, let me say this, man. And I love my Tennessee Titans. I do. It's been my team ever since they've been in existence as the Titans. And I was a Houston Oilers fan before they became the Tennessee Oilers. Why the hell would you go and sign Mitch Trubisky, bro? Come on, Titans! Mitch Trubisky! That's the best you can do? Come on, man. We got to quit shopping these dudes around who we know has enough evidence out there that they cannot play in this league. Go get somebody else and get him a try at it. Trubisky had his chances, bro. He is not it. Why would they do that, bro? And he's probably costing us at least $10 million or more. Stupid, in my opinion.
I get it, bro. I get it. Mr. Trubisky.
Hey, he might be a good teacher.
Well, listen, there's a shortage of teachers around the country. Go teach at a school somewhere. Not at my Tennessee Titans.
Oh, you got a young quarterback, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the best case scenario for Rob is that his starting quarterback stays healthy throughout the season. SEC Sean, what you got, man? You got anything you want to talk about as far as the NFL signings?
My teams really didn't do a whole lot. I mean, most of the ones that have been out there have been talked about, you know. I think the biggest one that stood out to me was, and now it's slipping my mind right now, the guy going out to San Francisco.
Mike Evans.
Yeah, Mike Evans. And I'm sorry, Zay, I didn't mean to bring that up, but you see, I got his hat on from college. So
It's all good. We love Mike, man. He forever a Buccaneer. You know what I mean?
Right. I agree. I'll always think of Mike in over there from Tampa Bay, but I just really I thought Mike was going to be one to finish his career out with one team. I really did.
For sure.
But you know, nowadays that's just not something that happens in sports anymore. So that was one that really stood out to me. So we'll see what happens there. But really, not really much, not many big splashes. I know the Cowboys signed Sam Howell. I think that's a big deal, but there's one you could have had, old Rob, up there in Tennessee. You could have had Sam Howell, but now you got Mitch Trubisky, brother. You're going to roll with it.
Hey, that's 10 wins.
For the other teams.
Exactly.
What you got, one take? You got anything on these NFL signings?
Man, I'm just ready for your next mock draft, man. Because for real, it's a lot of things that have shook up the little table, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm real excited about when the next one is.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that next Thursday. We're gonna knock it out next Thursday For sure. But speaking of that, Rob, I've been seeing a ton of mock drafts, my man, and they now projecting Jeremiah Love to be a Tennessee Titan. You got any thoughts on that?
I would love for them to get Jeremiah Love. I really would. We need a running back, a 3-down running back that we know can run between the tackles, can run outside zone, and can catch the ball out the backfield. Now, I ain't taking nothing away from Pollard. Pollard's has been a nice running back for the Titans, but he's not our future. So we got to go get a guy. And I think what we see the Titans doing in the free agency, they're probably going to make that move and get Jeremiah Love at number 4 in this draft. I hope that they fall back a little bit and get him a little bit later and maybe get a pick or two, get him around 6 or 7. If they can make that move, that'd be great. But if they pull the trigger on him at 4, I'm good with that, because that's another weapon that Cam Ward is going to have in his stable for at least 5, 6, 7, possibly even 10 years.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope.
Hey, you know what? I'm surprised we haven't been mocking him to Tennessee, because when you think about the Titans, bro, you think about Eddie George, Earl Campbell, Chris Johnson, you know what I mean? Derrick Henry. You think about running backs, bro. Y'all need another running back out there.
We do.
Now, I'll tell you what, Rob, if you pair Cam Ward and Jeremiah Love, bro, you cooking with grease. I know y'all got some holes to fill. I know y'all been signing some defenders. Y'all got a defensive-minded coach in Salah, but if you get Jeremiah Love and Cam Ward together, that's nice. I would take that. SEC Sean, man, you want to update those college basketball brackets? Like who if you got it, if not, don't worry about it. I just wanted to see who was in the lead and all that for our subscribers and viewers.
I'll get updated again after tonight's action. But as of right now, let me get my phone out real quick. I had the complete tallies pulled up. Let me pull that back up. Right now, we have our overall, and this is out of the 4, just the 4 Power 4 conferences. This is all we did it with. The leader in the clubhouse right now is none other than the glorious, wonderful Post game. He's sitting at 18-7 right now overall. Then we have a tie for second place. It's actually a tie between our buddy Mossberg in the chat, our friend up in the top right who put it all together, Rob, and the man with the little circle down at the bottom who we all love, sorry, Doug. I just like talking about One Take. He just makes me laugh. Our buddy Doug, who's not on here tonight, probably because he's drowning his sorrows with his lovely Horns loss last night. They're all tied at 16-9. And then for some strange reason, the guy who put this all together is in last place at 14-11. And I'm going to tell y'all why I'm in last place.
You were too focused on other things.
Now this one certain bracket called the what conference is this? It's the Big 10/18/4017 conference. That bracket has destroyed me. I am 1-5 in that bracket.
Whoa, 1-5. Goodness gracious.
Now, I will say the reason I'm 1-5 in that bracket, me and Moss are both 1-5, by the way. The reason I'm 1-5 in that bracket is because I did what I would tell everybody never to do. Don't choose with your heart, choose with your head. but I hate Buzz Williams. So I pulled Maryland to lose that first game, and that just started a string of downward trends for me. And then I used my heart going with Penn State because Penn State destroyed Texas A&M a couple of years ago in the tournament. And from that point, it was just a rock rolling downhill, gathering speed, brother.
Oh, yeah. You ain't seen Penn State. They are awful.
Yeah, they got to be so.
Hey, I'll tell you what, though, Sean. After we pick Michigan tomorrow, I'm going to tell all y'all, I told y'all to pick Ohio State, man. I told y'all to pick Ohio State. We look like we about to do something in this March.
And in the Southeastern Conference, which was a little different for the scoring right now because they started a day later than everybody else. Everybody was 3-1 except for Moss, who was 2-2.
Moss had the craziest SEC bracket I ever heard so far.
Yeah, and it's fixing to bite him bad. It's going to just. It was after he picked Texas to make a run to the final. That's when Zaya, you put up your comment about we don't believe in the thoughts of him or something.
Hey, we do not own his thoughts, okay? We do not own the right.
But
hey, that's a t-shirt. That's a t-shirt.
You ain't lying. But in the Big 12, he's 7-1 and I'm 7-1. But he's gonna run it.
That's why you game boy right now. It's a good one.
Yeah, I know. I've been looking at the scores. We could have a potential upset too in the ACC this right today. Duke is getting beat by Florida State by like 9.
Yeah, hey, and I just created the March Madness group for the brackets on Sunday when they do arrive.
Okay.
It's $10 an entry. Everybody get 2 brackets. Winner take all. You got to send the 10 to get the link, though. You got to send the 10 to get the link. So we go get that jumping. Everybody get 2 brackets, though. So it ain't just one bracket. You get 2. You get to fill out 2.
Nice.
See, there you go, misspeaking how quick basketball can change. Duke was down 9. Duke is now up 8.
Oh, man.
Houston stormed back. They're ahead of BYU with 7 minutes left.
I told Moss they going down today.
And wow, a comeback for the ages right now in progress. Ole Miss had Georgia down by like 22, and it's a 3-point game right now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
So, man, we over an hour. Go ahead, SEC Sean.
No, go ahead. That's all I was going to say is that's where we're at right now. I'm just prepping for my A&M game at 9:30 tonight.
No doubt, man. Good luck to your squad. Rob, you want to plug the website before we get out of here?
Yes, everybody out there, please go to WTPSportsDudes.com. Check out our website. We're going to be updating everything that's on there. You got everybody that's a part of our group that's on there, their bio. Go check us out. We also got some blogs in there that you want to check out and give your opinions to. Make sure that you send those responses to WTPSportsDudes@gmail.com. That way we can publish your comments right there on the website so everybody will know what your statement was based on the questions that we got on there. So please go tune in to WTPSportsDudes.com. That's our website. We appreciate your support.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Make sure y'all go check that out. SEC Shine, you got anything for the people on the Patreon or the Spotify?
No, we definitely for sure. First off, go check the website out. That's going to be one main tool for us. But we do have, if you have Spotify, you can do a search on podcasts for WTP Sports Dudes 2026. I take all of these shows and link them in with episode numbers to Spotify, so you can go back and check out something. If maybe you hopefully you enjoy the show and you want to catch up the episode you had to miss because you was at work, go back, simply hit Spotify, The title of the show will be the title of the pod. You just go hit that, link it up, and play it. We do have it on. We're on Patreon. You can be a subscribe member for free there. We do have memberships available. It's $5 a month. For those that do subscribe, well, once we reach, I would probably say 10 subscribers, paid monthly subscribers, we're going to start doing some sort of giveaways and challenges for our memberships and people that are local to Columbus, maybe some meet and greets, and maybe even if somebody's a member from Indianapolis, maybe they can meet up with post game or something. So we're going to do some different things over there. Like I said, $5 a month. I understand money's tight for everybody. Not going to force you. You can be a free member. You just won't get any of the exclusive content we decide to post, like some of our more mock drafts in our bracket. If we do a bracket show, that stuff's going to be exclusive for people. Those kind of things. So, but they're out there. It's an option. We're trying to take this thing and do what we can with it. We all enjoy doing it. We want to touch as many people as we can, and we'll even bring you in and do one-on-one interviews. Mossberg does a phenomenal job with interview stories. So we can even sit you down if you're a parent with an athlete. Moss can sit down and do an interview with them. So a lot of different platforms to find us on, fellas, ladies and gentlemen too. Just whatever we need.
We really got the best interviewer in the gang for real. Yeah, to talk for real. Level Up Sports Team. Get with him.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
If you need to know what these skills are like.
When you hear that music playing, you don't gotta go home, but you gotta leave here. For my man, Rob at WTP Sports News, for homie, One Takes Taylor, SEC Shine. Go subscribe to all these guys. Subscribe to my channel. Thank y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like button, share the video, subscribe, and we out.